Hello, parents, and welcome. Summer break in the US and Canada. It's a time for sunshine, relaxation, family adventures, and a well deserved break from school. But have you ever heard of the summer slide or summer learning loss? It's a real thing, but don't worry. So, my name is Gurpreet, and today we are going to explore fun, engaging, and practical ways to keep your child's mind active and their skills sharp all the summer long, ensuring that they are ready to soar when the school starts again without sacrificing any of that precious summer fun. So, what exactly is this summer slide? It's simply the tendency for students to lose some of the academic skills and knowledge that they gained during the school year over that long summer vacation, especially if they are not actively engaged in learning activities. Research shows that students can lose, on average, about 1 month of learning and sometimes even more in subjects like math, computation, or spelling. This means teachers might need to spend valuable time at the beginning of the new school year reteaching last year's material. So, why does this happen? Think of it like any skill. So, if you don't use it, you can lose it a bit. The long summer break in North America, typically 2 to 3 months, is a wonderful rest, but it can also mean a long time away from consistent academic practice. But the good news is, preventing it can be a lot of fun and doesn't have to feel like summer school at all. So, ready for some summer power up ideas? Here are some fantastic and fun ways to keep those learning gears turning. Strategy number one: make reading a daily adventure. Visit your local public library because they have amazing summer reading programs and challenges. So, the key is to let your kids choose what they want to read, like graphic, novels, comics, magazines, non fiction books about their favorite topics. It all counts. For younger kids, read all together every day. For older ones, maybe have a family, drop everything and read time. Create a cozy reading nook in your home or backyard. Strategy number two: weave math into everyday life. So you don't need boring worksheets. Just get them in the kitchen. Cooking and baking are full of measuring, fractions, and also following sequences. So just talk about budgeting their allowance, calculating costs while shopping, or figuring out discounts. Play board games like Monopoly or card games that use math skills. So even simple things like asking how many more kilometers to our destination on a road trip can be a mini math moment. Now, there are also tons of fun math apps and websites out there. Strategy number three is to keep writing skills sharp creatively. So, encourage your child to keep a summer journal or diary about their adventures and feelings. They could write their own stories, create a comic book, or send postcards and letters to family and friends. Maybe even start a family blog or a summer newsletter. Strategy number four is explore through educational outings, that is real or virtual. So, summer is perfect for visiting local museums, science centers, art galleries, historical sites, zoos, or aquariums. So, many offer special summer programs for kids. And don't forget about nature. So, visit parks, go on hikes, start a nature journal because it's great for science and observation skills. Then comes strategy number five: leverage technology wisely. Now, there are some fantastic educational apps and websites that make learning feel like a game. So, think PBS Kids, National Geographic Kids, or language learning apps like Duolingo. Now, the key is to balance this active tech time with plenty of offline activities and limit purely passive screen entertainment. Strategy number six is consider summer camps and workshops. There are so many options from STEM and coding camps to art, drama, or sports camps. So these are great for diving deep into an interest and building new skills while having fun and making friends. Strategy number seven is try some light and playful academic review or preview. So I'm talking short and sweet sessions, maybe 15 to 20 minutes a few times a week. You could use fun, themed workbooks or activity sheets, play flashcard games for math facts or vocabulary, or if your child is curious, gently introduce a few topics that they'll be covering in the next grade to spark their interest. The goal is to keep things familiar and not too overwhelmed. Strategy number eight is maintain some routine flexibly. So while summer is definitely for more relaxation, having a very loose structure like reading time after lunch or creative project time in the afternoon They can help prevent a complete disengagement from learning habits and also make the transition back to school smoother. Strategy number 9 is to encourage curiosity and inquiry. So, foster that why attitude. When your child asks a question, explore the answer together using books, internet, or even by doing a little experiment. Engage in family discussions and debates respectfully, of course. Strategy number 10, and finally, it is model lifelong learning. So, let your child see you reading, learning new things, or pursuing your hobbies and interests. Your enthusiasm is contagious. Now, while all these DIY strategies are fantastic for weaving learning into summer fun, some families find that a little bit of structured support can be really beneficial, especially for preventing any slide in those core subjects like math or reading, or maybe even to get a bit of head start on the next grade in an engaging, non-pressured way. So, Wisdomy offers personalized one-on-one online summer learning programs that are designed to be exactly that: fun, flexible, and highly effective. Our expert tutors can tailor sessions to your child's specific needs and interests, ensuring that they keep learning and building confidence without feeling like they're missing out on their summer break. So, it's a great way to reinforce skills or explore new topics in a really supportive and interactive environment. You can check out our summer options and book a free trial class using the link in the description. So, just remember, the ultimate goal for summer is balance. It's about cleverly integrating learning into all those fun summer activities, not trying to replicate the school day. So, prioritize rest, unstructured play, family time, and outdoor adventures. They are incredibly important for your child's development too. When you do incorporate learning, focus on making it enjoyable, hands on, and driven by your child's curiosity as much as possible. It should feel like an adventure and not a chore. For Indian parents or other families new to North America, a couple of quick notes. The length of the summer break here, often 2 to 3 months, might be longer than what you are used to, which is why there's a focus on keeping skills fresh. Take advantage of the wonderful community resources available, especially your local public libraries. They are fantastic hubs for free summer reading programs, activities, and a world of books. You'll find that this idea of preventing the summer slide, it's a common topic in parenting and education circles here, with lots of supports and ideas available. So, to quickly recap, you can beat the summer slide and make learning an exciting part of your child's summer by encouraging reading for pleasure, weaving math into everyday life, getting creative with writing, exploring the world around you both physically and virtually, using technology wisely, considering internet based camps, doing some light and playful review, maintaining a flexible routine, and most importantly, fostering curiosity and modeling a love for learning yourself. Now, with a little creativity and a focus on fun, you can easily turn this summer into a fantastic period of exploration, skill retention, and joyful learning for your child, ensuring that they are ready and excited for the new school year. And if you would like some structured, personalized support to make that summer learning even more effective and engaging, don't forget to check out Wisdomy's summer programs. The link for your free trial class is right there in the description. So, what are your family's absolute favorite ways to keep learning alive and fun during the summer break? So, share your brilliant ideas and tips in the comments below. Let's inspire each other. If these strategies sparked some fun ideas for your summer, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe for more parenting and learning tips, and share it with other families looking to beat the summer slide. All the resources that we mentioned are linked in the description for you. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful, playful, and learning-filled summer.